ago, in a fairy kingdom, there stood a place. In this grand place lay the most beautiful queen. The queen had only one wish to make her throne happy. She went to have a beautiful young girl. I wish to have a baby girl whose skin is as white as snow, whose eyes seem brighter than the most dazzling sun, whose lips are as red as cherries, and whose heart is full of joy. And one day the king queen's wish came true. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and they named her Snow White. The years passed quickly, but they were just a small lesson. The king, heartless queen, fell and soon passed away. Not long after, the king grew older and weaker, so he remarried. The new queen was indefatigable. Yesterday and in all the past, she lost the grow and dress. Today, she looks good thanks to her many heroes and acts. The queen asks,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest woman in the land?
and the magical word always answers.
No one but you, your majesty, is the fairest of them all.
The queen was very pleased with this answer. Since the revolt of the evil queen, everything in the place began to change. Because of her wickedness, the kingdom faced many problems. To solve them, the king had to leave the place. The evil queen was scheduled. Now that the king was gone, she could do whatever she pleased. Years passed quickly, and Snow White grew into a beautiful woman. In a personal faraway, a prince went scouting beside Snow White, reflection and river. As he ran for it, he immediately looked around but saw not the exit. The prince was laying above his head. One day the queen stood before her magic mirror again and asked,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest woman in the land?
the mirror replied,
Well, I'm sorry, my queen, but it is not you. Snow White is not the fairest of them all.
The queen was furious when she heard this. She immediately slapped her peppering husband and jabbed him with terrifying orders.
Take Snow White into the forest and bring me her heart. Welcome, Snow White. I suppose you must be buried here. Go get some fresh air in the forest. Don't worry, my trusted guards will look after you.
The huntsman took Snow White deep into the forest. He was supposed to do as ordered, but seeing her pure and keen heart, he called out for her and watched her. Unable to turn to the place as the sun began to set, he left her alone in the forest and trudged to the castle. Snow White was driven in the tractor. She sat under a tree and carried on until she fell asleep. He suddenly, Snow White opened the door. Everything inside in the house was small and missing. He called,
What's word, the owner? Where are you?
but since she had nowhere else to go, she decided to clean it up. After tidying up the house until it was spotless and cozy, she cooked with the small kitchen tools and ate. The beds were also small, but she was too tired that he lay down across several of them and quickly fell asleep, feeling safe. That night the three drove. the owners of the title house turned from working the means. The pea start at the table and tried to figure out what's going on.
Something fish here. What it is? Please, you're the one. I'll know the answer.
The seven dwarfs leaned upstairs when they entered the bedroom, the golden belly of their ace laying on their small bed was a very beautiful girl. Awoke by their voice, Snow White jumped in where they saw their teen ace staring at the hastily. She spoke.
My name is Snow White. I'm sorry if I startled you. I meant no hurt.
The dwarf said,
We love you. Other wish you all have clinic and chocolate for us.
but their happiness did not last long. One day the queen escorted the mirror to some question again. Queen asked,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest woman in the land?
the mirror gave the plum answer.
Well, I'm sorry, my queen, but it is not you. Snow White is now the fairest of them all.
The queen told Snow White that she'd already done relishing the husband and broke her day hard for her to deal with, so she decided to take matters into her own hands.
If a stranger knocks, we'll walk away. Don't open the door.
Snow White replied,
All right, dog, but please don't come on home too loud.
as Snow White was cleaning the house, where was a knock on the door. She didn't expect the dwarf to return so soon. She asked.
What is it, dog? Is that you?
From outside came the voice of an old woman.
I mean no harm there. Please open the door.
Troubled, the people saw a poor old woman and through the cold, visible bee. They noticed a hay oven at the door. The old woman said,
Oh, pretty girl, I'm just an old woman passing by. If you could give me a bowl of soup, I would be very grateful. Thank you, dear. I have no money to repay you, but I do have a brilliant apple, the most delicious you ever tasted. One bit will feel like heaven, Chris.
Snow White bit into the apple, but the moment she did, she clasped it into the floor. The old woman was not as kind as she seemed. She was the evil queen in the disguise, and the apple was poisoned. Just one bit was enough to make Snow White fall into an eternal sleep. When the dwarf returned, they found Snow White laying on the floor. They discovered the beaten apple.
This apple must be poisoned. This is really the evil queen's doing.
Even in her sleep, Snow White was beautiful. The dwarf police had her inside a clay carving made of precious gems. And she ate oven or hillware, where forest friends called to see her. One day the prince came to the forest where Snow White lay. Her animal friends saw it, him the lay to the glass coffin. The prince could not believe this eyes. The beautiful girl's reflection he had seen in the river, the one where had the haunted these dreams, was now right in front of him. He opened the cabin and struck Snow White's head. At the moment the cords was broken and Snow White opened her eyes. Sometimes after learning that had happened, to his another. The king shattered the magic mirror and banished the evil queen far from the place. Snow White finally returned to the castle and was reunited with her father, the king. Snow White and the prince had a grand wedding together with the king and the three dwarfs. They all lived happily ever after.
Take me home, take